Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? Sorry, it took a bit of time. I logged on to do the live and then all of a sudden I was like, why is it not working? So I had to restart my laptop and then now we're here. So thanks for being patient with me. I'm so excited to do today's video. Today's video is a really fun live card reading. And I will be reading out what you need to know about this Cancer new moon that's coming up on July 10th. I'm looking forward to it. I've already been seeing so many lessons coming into this energy already. Hey, Serena. Hello, Blind Beauty. Hello, everyone. Hey, Bees. Hey, Richie. Hey, I am Body Goddess. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited too. So today we're going to be picking out a crystal. So basically, intuitively, you pick out any crystal that you feel called to, aligned with, and then I will pull out the cards and we will do your reading. I'm so excited. It's crazy because I was looking at the crystals and I was like, which one am I going to choose for you guys today? And usually I have like 4 crystals, but I'm just feeling like spirit is direct today. Like it just knows that we're just have a few that we wanted to share. So that's it. So I actually picked out 3 that you guys are going to get to select from what you feel called to. And then we're going to just do a full connective reading on that. So cried so much in Cancer season. Yes. It's emotional for a lot of people as well. I know. Hey, Alexis. So nice to see everyone. So good. And it's weekend. The weekend's coming up. So if this is your first time being here, welcome. I'm Chica, your conscious mentor. I do videos every week. I do new moon, full moon updates every single month. And I do angel numbers. I do manifestations. Basically, my intention of this channel space is to have a soul family here for you guys where you can learn how to live your life consciously. There's a difference between meditation and, being spiritual and living life consciously with that intention and with that energy. So through healings, through so much stuff, that's kind of my intention here. And it's super fun. I love hanging out with you guys. So let's get into our reading video. And thank you guys for all that you do. I'm so grateful for you. And if it's first timers, welcome to the family. So I have 3 selection crystals that I'm going to allow you guys to choose from. So the first one is rose quartz. Obviously, I had to pull this one out because it's all about love energy and whatnot. So this is your first crystal. Our second crystal we have is black obsidian. Black tourmaline. So I love this. Actually, no, this is black tourmaline. I know this. Yeah, black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. This is your next choice. And then amazonite, which I haven't had in a reading for a while, but I felt called to share this calming energy. So amazonite is your other crystal. So we're going to just do a little mini meditation to hold space because I know about you, but I always like to follow my intuition and just see what I'm feeling called to. Maybe you already know what it is, but let's just do a little mini meditation together. So you're just going to close your eyes with me and we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. And just continuing to breathe here. And just seeing what crystal that you felt called to, rose quartz, black tourmaline, or amazonite. Just following your intuition away from the mind. And bringing gratitude to our guides and spirit for this amazing reading in the new moon in Cancer. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Sighing and exhaling out. Deep breath in through the nose. Sighing, exhaling out. Deep breath in through the nose. Sighing and exhaling out. And just bringing yourself back into your body, back into this room. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I hope you guys got your message of which crystal. Let me know in the comment section which crystal you felt called to. And let's get into some readings, guys. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to put my glasses on because I just don't like the glare on them, but I like wearing them. I like the color of them. So we're gonna put some glasses on. Okay, guys. So we are gonna do the first group. I'm gonna move this here so I have more space. And the first group is Rose Quartz. Okay. So let us see what Spirit has for you. The Rose Quartz group. I love these readings. They're so much fun. So what does Rose Quartz group need to know about this Cancer? New moon. Okay. And I like to pull them out like this sometimes. Today I'm feeling called to pull them out on the table. So that's our cards for now. Let's see what we have. So we have Never Ending Story, Go the Distance, Unfinished Symphony, TikTok, Chop. I want to get more cards because this is saying a lot of what was happening in our last one we did. Okay. So I pulled out a lot of cards just because with Rose Quartz and with you guys, I feel like each reading is going to be very deep. So Rose Quartz, this is your reading for this Cancer new moon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 8, 8. So the first thing I'm seeing here is there's some decision in love life, in your space of relationships that need to be made. Relationships is key, okay? Rose Quartz, I feel that there is kind of a resistance here. Cancers tend to be so loving. They tend to give a lot of their information, their energy to other people, but they are really hard of creating boundaries. Like if we think of all of the other like horoscopes, all of the other, astrology signs, Cancers tend to be quite emotional beings, but they're so nurturing and they make amazing mothers and beings in that space. We all do, but they just have this natural feeling to them, energy to them. And what I'm seeing here is that we need to chop out some certain things that just keep repeating in your love life. So chopping off wood, never ending story comes here. So asking yourself during this Cancer new moon, what is some new intentions of love that you want to create? Okay. So this might be a soulmate. This can simply just be someone in your life right now, like a family member. And just like, there's a never ending story of you continuously dating the same type of people or continuously having the same arguments with your siblings or family or whatever it may be. And the never ending story is really representing that we are the ones that tell our story at the end of the day. And I love this because during this Cancer new moon, our sacral chakra is activated at its most and heightens. And our sacral chakra enters into the emotional essence of our chi energy. It is our feminine energy. It is the portal of that space. It is the where our womb, our saha, is really just activated here. So asking your womb, asking your sacral during this new moon, what are some relationships that keep coming into your life that are not meant for your best good? What are some relationships or things that you keep attracting into your life, and how can you align your energy? Because right now what I'm seeing is that the TikTok, which I actually got this card also when I did the new moon energy update. So I'm seeing a lot of themes here. However, I'm personalizing it because the last 3 cards that we have here is going to go even deeper. So TikTok is just saying that we need to chop out these energies because it's literally going to cascade into the tower energy. You're going to just end up having so many things that are going to happen if you don't remove the old ideologies of what you think a relationship should be. And I'm telling you, like, I was talking to a client today, and I feel like this resonates with you guys, is that, the more that we just keep avoiding and keep complaining and gossiping, if you will, about all the things that aren't working for us, the more that these things create a manifestation into our life, right? So really focusing on, this feeling of loneliness, this feeling of like, I want to be recognized. I want to have passion in my relationships. Maybe right now with your partner, you're just feeling like there's a communication disconnect. Maybe you guys are just like kind of like not having some great energy in the bedroom, if you will. This is a time where you can try to spice things up a bit. Or better yet, communicate to your partner what you want. And in the future, just making sure that you are holding space to making sure that the passions really align with your growth too. Abundance. So again, abundance is coming up a lot. I'm going to share a bit of that later on, but I do think that the more passion we have in our relationships, the more wealth, the more abundance, the more happiness we have, because wealth and abundance comes from the sacral chakra. It comes from the solar plexus, and they're quite connected here. So again, really make sure that you're chopping off that wood of things. You're trimming off people in your life. You're trimming off those old beliefs of how your ex treated you and how you feel like this person, you can never find the great person because of X, Y, Z. Stop speaking that into existence and manifestations, because during this new moon in Cancer, our emotions, our thoughts are going to be manifested like so much. Like me thinking about something bad is going to happen, is going to create that to come to my life. And I see that with you, Rose Quartz. Stop being hard on yourself during this time. You have the go the distance. So again, this is just telling me that if you have someone that you really like, or you're really like feeling right now, this is a time to share with them. Like, be vocal, like share your passion for them, share the reason why you like them. If this is also just in friendships, like be direct with your friends, what you want in your life. Like relationships are just keep on coming into this space. People can't go the distance and hold space for you, Rose Quartz Group, if you are able to be direct with what you want. Okay. And that's why time is ticking. Universe has an interesting way with law of attraction, is that, and I want to do some more videos on law of attraction on here. I've done a few on the fact that law of attraction works is what we are is what we attract, right? We know that. But here with Rose Quartz Group, what it's saying is if we don't go the distance, how do we expect people? How do we expect the universe to provide us more money? How do we expect the universe to give us a new story? Give us a never ending story. The more that you allow it to tell them that, oh, okay, well, this is my story. This is my life. This is what's not working for me. The more that will lack the abundance of which you have. So go that extra distance. The cheetah energy is also in this card. So I don't know if anyone connects with the cheetah animal, but maybe that is something that might align. Let's do the unfinished symphony as soon as I said that. Compliancy. So again, I just like a lot. There's an ending here. There's an ending in a relationship. This might be something you've already saw, or you were already expecting, Rose Quartz Group, but there is an ending here. And again, the not unfinished symphony is just saying that you need to call in and finally cut that relationship out so you can create some new relationships in your life. And I know it's hard, Rose Quartz Group, because part of your soul print, I feel, is grief or feeling this sense of lack of love from a younger, earlier childhood. So during this Cancer new moon, you are going to feel this sense of this wound being heightened a bit. The sense of like wanting love, like your heart chakra is something that I would suggest you working with a lot, as well as your sacral. And I encourage you to listen to that to help you create new intentions of how you want to create new relationships. So start scripting out how you want to feel when you do find that lover, how you want to feel when you do have that friendship, how you want to feel when you have that soul family, how you want to feel when you have the abundance that you want in your life. Like, this is what's going to really help you heighten your manifestations and to create those new intentions and see what has happened between now and the last moon cycle and the new moon, right? So again, so much knowledge here, so much like just information. Between two worlds. So again, I'm just seeing between two worlds of relationships, and I'm going to just like be quite frank. You guys know that when information spirit talks, I just go through with it. You can't expect to be doing all of this deep energy work and for all the relationships you've had before that to go with you onto the next stage of your life. So for example, maybe some of you guys are in this space where you've been doing all this spiritual work or you've changed quite a bit and you go to some friends that you've been friends with for a while and you just feel like you don't connect with them. You feel this lack of love. You feel this barrier that's coming into this emotional space with them. And during this Cancer new moon, what it's asking you is you can't be playing and lying to yourself that you are being your authentic true self if you are just pretending just to satisfy them. It is hurting you more because of your fear of abandonment, fear of lack of love here. So really hold intention of asking yourself, am I playing between two worlds of who I truly am? And if I am doing that, how do I switch to be leaning more into my authentic essence of who I am right now? How do I chop that wood going here, chopping this kind of projection to the world that everything is great and that I'm still the same person that I was before lockdown and like everything that happened, like that is different, right? And that's why we're seeing this like tenderness come in from our sacral and your heart rose quartz group, why you got connected with the rose quartz, is that during this new moon, we got to choose between those two worlds. You got to choose, like, am I going to stay with so-and-so in my relationship because I feel like we're meant to be and because we've been in this together for 4, 6, 7 years? Or am I going to leave the relationship because it is hurting me more to be in this relationship, pretending that I haven't changed when really I have? Communication is key for you, Rose Quartz group, for you to be fulfilled in your heart and to feel loved. And there's so many times where you haven't been fully seen in that space. And during this Cancer new moon, it is heightening the emotions of how have I not been seen in my heart? How have I not listened to my heart and my emotions here? How have I not allowed myself to flow with my passions? Am I suppressing my passions for the external world of the world that I'm living kind of in between that doesn't fully resonate with me? The next card we have is To the Sea. So maybe you are a water sign, but this card is one of my favorite because it just tells you to surrender. If you are at this space where you're just feeling like you're overwhelmed and you really just need support right now, you need someone to say like things are okay. This is spirit saying things will be okay. Like, even though you're at this time where you're just like another season of purging can always be exhausting. And we're always like, why am I always purging things? Why are things never going the way that I want it to be? Well, we need to learn that we have to surrender. We need to be truthful to ourselves, right? So here and now, I love this card. Make sure you guys can see it. And the here and now card is really just saying that you are here. You are not in the future. You are not in the past. And we have to understand the emotions during the 3 days coming up to the new moon and after the new moon. How are we staying in this never-ending story of our past? And how are we not being present in our being of what we need to remove in our relationships? That's what the chop wood. It's crazy because the first card I pulled out was the never-ending story. And then the next card that I pulled out for you guys was the chop wood, right? And in between is the unfinished symphony. So don't distract yourself during this time with the past. And as I lifted this card, release comes out. That's what you guys are doing this new moon. Yes, you are setting intention, but you're also releasing a lot. So don't distract yourself during this new moon on what wasn't working for me in the relationships and in my intimate relationships and my friendships. And don't distract yourself so much with working so hard. Come back and ask yourself, what is the truth? What am I procrastinating? You're going to be procrastinating a lot, Rose Quartz group, because you don't want to hold this space of grief. You've been running away from it from too long. And during this Cancer new moon is an opportunity to release that and to create new intention, to expand your heart and to heal the grief that holds in this space here. So listen to that. Please, please, please. Like, this is the biggest message I can share with you, Rose Quartz group. Let me know what's resonating for you guys, because there's so much here. Actually, I want to pull out some angel cards. I'm going to do the work your light cards here too for you guys. So let's see what your angels, your guides have to share with you. Let's see. Let's see, Rose Quartz group. Okay, so you got 3 cards I felt pulled to called. The first one is boundaries. Where do I need to establish boundaries? And I think for you, where I'm saying boundaries is like, where do I need to establish boundaries with myself to allow myself to keep evolving in my relationships and have relationships that evolved? So that can simply just be like, what people have not really truly treated you the way that you need to be treated? What people do you just continuously allow them to come into your life and to affect your energy? Chop that wood. Like, we can't allow them to keep you in the past, right? You're no longer that person. Share your voice. So again, this goes with boundaries. You got to speak up. You can't just tell people, oh yeah, it's totally fine. Like, you can, come over, like, even though I'm exhausted and emotionally, I've just gone through a huge week. Like, you need to share your voice, speak your truth here. Last card I got for you, Rose Quartz group, is Keepers of the Earth. So you are not alone. So again, this is just coming into the here and now. What is going to help you be in this state of now and not worried and stressed and like overwhelmed and so harsh on yourself? Like, again, give yourself some self-love. I know you've been through a lot, but there's no reason why you should be so harsh on yourself. So here's just saying that, you are not alone. Your ancestors are with you. Your guides are with you. They're going to teach you a little bit more about why there's so much grief in your lineage, why there's so much grief in your heart. Why do you feel so alone? And because of this loneliness, you are feeling that you can't leave. You can't leave this relationship. I can't, there's no other options. I can't communicate my truth. I can't help benefit this deepness of what's coming up for me during this Cancer new moon. So again, ask your guides, because they're going to really ensure and guide you throughout this new moon on how to create boundaries, but most importantly, what you need to kind of shed out of your life and like remove in order for you to finally release this unfinished kind of unfulfillment that you have in your heart in intimate relationships, family relationships, partners, friendships, any relationships. Like, for you, the biggest thing I want you to focus on, Rose Quartz group, is how are my relationships being shown through the emotions? How am I being triggered, or how am I being reactive through my relationships during this Cancer new moon? An amazing, amazing shadow work prompt for you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to do an affirmation for you guys before moving to the next group. So let's see what affirmation we have for Rose Quartz group. Let me know what resonates in the comment section, guys, so far. Okay, so we have 3 cards for you, Rose Quartz group. Okay, so aligned. So indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So intuition is going to be very important for you during this time. It's not for you to look at the people that you need to shed into your life right now, the relationships. You need to decide. You can't look at other people to decide for you out of fear of abandonment, out of fear of unworthiness. We have to come and take our power back. So create boundaries in order for you to decide what is best for you in your life. It's not selfish, it's self-care, because then we can hold space for others after we've been able to take care of ourselves. We don't take care of other people. Just like on a plane, when you're on a plane and they always say, make sure you put your mask on before helping your children, for mothers, it's the same thing. Every time you think of anything that you're doing for other people, ask yourself, have you held space for you today? And if you haven't held space, if you haven't put your mask on first before saving someone else's life, then that is going to hurt both of you, right? So I always think of this whenever I have a hard time creating decisions and just creating those boundaries in my life. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. So again, you know what you are here to do. And I think with purpose, what this comes down to is our relationships in our life do three things. They teach us things of where we are in our growth. They are attracted based on our energy, and they allow us to fulfill and get a new perspective of where we are in our life. So if you aren't getting that from your relationships, at least some of those essences, then we're probably outgrowing them. And we have to be truthful to ourselves. But the more that we suppress our growth through the fear of not being able to have the abundance of relationships out there, which we truly do. I know it's really hard right now as we go back, and like a lot of us are like, oh my gosh, like, am I going to be able to have friends? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like I've even gone through this as well. Because it's just been a crazy time, right? We're all evolving. There's so much awakenings going on, but just remember that you have a purpose, even in the times where you feel lost. But your relationships is what's going to help you build that deeper and know where you are in your spiritual journey. Guilt. I release any beliefs of what no longer serves or assists in my soul growth. So I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul growth. So guilt tends to happen a lot, especially for you, Rose Quartz group, because you are someone that maybe sometimes when you are not balanced, you will act on your guilt, feeling guilty that you're not fulfilling for someone, feeling guilty that you are not holding space for someone good enough. And that can sometimes affect, as I said that this card fell out, our abundance, our ability to actually have the life that we want around us, the relationships we want around us. So just think of it this way. Again, going back to that plane, you cannot just give everyone everything that you want and then sit in your own seat of what you provided and get mad at what's not around you. Right? I had to start to create some boundaries with myself, with family, with loved ones, with partners. Like I had to say, hey, no, like this is my time. I had to give a definite no sometimes in my relationships and not allow myself to act on guilt. Of course, there's going to be times where we're going to choose that other person before us because we genuinely can and we have the energy to. But if we're constantly doing that, we're burning ourselves out. And guilt does not come from a space of love. It comes from the wounded feminine, which is the sacral, which is really being activated during this Cancer new moon. So hold intention to ask yourself how you can create those boundaries, to release that guilt, and to create decisions, what is best for you. And just think of what I mentioned about that, the plane little information thing that they say when you go on the plane. Put your mask on before you help someone else, okay? So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, Rose Quartz group, for this new moon in Cancer and what you need to know. Let me know what resonates down below with the little pink heart emoji if you've made it this far into the reading as well. And then I'm going to do the next group. So let's put these guys away. I love doing these readings with you guys. It's so much fun. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna have some water too. I'm a little bit thirsty. The next group we're gonna be doing, guys, is going to be black tourmaline. So let me know if you got some black tourmaline. I'm gonna burn some sage. I'm gonna burn some sage. Oops. Okay. Okay, so black tourmaline. So if you chose black tourmaline, this is your reading for this Cancer new moon, what you need to know. So let's see what we got. Okay, Black Tourmaline. You are just like, you are a vibe. You are an energy. I feel like if there was like any, right now so far, this is an energy, this is a vibe. Okay, I have 5 cards for you, and I'm sure I'm gonna have another one later on. But let's start with that first, okay? So Black Tourmaline, this is your reading for this Cancer David. I'm just like feeling a wave of energy. Let me drink some water because this is gonna be like, this is gonna be deep. Okay. So the first thing we got is the chopped wood. Let's put that aside because these cards, first, I need to explain this first. So your why, okay? Why what, Chica? So during this Cancer new moon, and as I'm talking to you guys, my throat is itching. And this happens a lot when I'm doing a reading, when I know someone's not speaking their truth, when they're hesitating. And also when I'm channeling. So I'm just going to let myself through this. Okay, so, okay, Spirit, let me let me go into this. I literally feel like my throat is like closing up speaking to you, Tourmaline group. The first thing I want to share is the why. So there is a lot coming out that you have been questioning a lot of things with your emotions, and you have been really not looking at how and why everything is happening the way it is. Okay. We can't be chasing after the end result without knowing our whys. And this is why you got the all glitz and glam. Now, this card is all about abundance, but I want to share a little bit deeper with you. You have been focusing way too much on the materializations of things in your life. You have had maybe some people around you that have been a little bit more vain and really thinking about, how people perceive them. Maybe there's someone who is in the public eye. Maybe you're on social media. Maybe you're someone who just is a public speaker. You're someone who works with people where like people have to look up to you a lot. And I think in doing that, maybe you've wrapped your mind around, or even just your upbringing as a child. That's the second half of this group, where maybe some of you had parents or guardians that really heavily highlighted on the importance of having materialistic stuff to say that you have what you have in your life. Okay. And you need to start protecting your energy here, because that's not what we're here to do. Every single one of us in this lifetime, it's much more than just the money. It's much more than the car. It's much more than the house. And that's something that I've been even learning. I'm going to say something that really flows through with me. And it's just so funny. Every time I do these readings, these signs come up before I even do a reading with you guys. And it's something called slow living. And just even saying this word, I think it's going to give you guys a little bit of anxiety, but I'm saying this out of love. Like during this new moon, try to incorporate slow living into your life. Try not to be chasing after the success of which you're getting. The success comes. I can't stress the days that I have a few days off, Tourmaline group, and I come back and I'm doing better in my work. I'm doing better at home. I'm doing better in my mental health. So right now you've been acting as if you're doing self-care, but you have not been doing the self-care, honey. And that's why you got connected with the Black Tourmaline, because Black Tourmaline represents protection, right? Protection of our energy, protecting our being. And we have to understand what is the difference between protecting and managing, and the difference of like true greed of where we are, right? So whether that is you or the people around you, just being aware of why you're doing all of this hustle for, right? We're not here to hustle for things. We're not here to allow work to live for us. Like that's not what we're here for. And you have been heavily working on your masculine, so much so that you're forgetting the big picture of your why, like why you're here. Why is your purpose? And that's why we need to chop out these old habits of this wounded masculine that Tourmaline you guys have. It's the wounded masculine, the feeling that I need to have everything together, that I need to be the provider, that I need to be the person that holds space because no one can hold space for me. Like Cancer new moon is telling you that, hey, wake up, you need to be held as well. Like every single one of us, each person has more of a feminine masculine, but if we're not being held, how can we allow ourselves to hold space for other people and to be successful as well? So I just want you to know that it's not all about the glitz and glam. It's it's not all about that. You will perceive, you will get all of those things that you want, but the Cancer new moon is just telling you like why. Okay, so I want to get this car. Why? Because I like it. Okay, why? Like it's literally like the so what question comes up a lot for you. The blessed card comes up. So again, you're getting a lot of good cards. Like you are abundant. You're just overthinking. You're observing. You're the observer. You're someone who overanalyzes a lot. You think of things, maybe you're a Virgo. I'm getting Virgo energy here. Like you just like you're a perfectionist sometimes, but to a fault sometimes. You know what I mean? And that's why the Cancer new moon is kind of goes hand in hand, because Cancers provide energy to people all the time. And if you're providing your energy at work, trying to get that extra money, that extra promotion, or trying to get more clients, that you're burning yourself out. And then when you show up for those people, you're not being at your 100%. So what I'm trying to say is that you're blessed. You're going to get so much abundance coming your way, but we have to understand that it's not just glitz and glams. It's not actually the object that matters and attaining that in your vision board. It's the energy that you bring. You know, I had this amazing elder share with me that we don't all have a timeline per se. You know, we do have our blueprint, a Black Tourmaline group. Like we do have that, but during this Cancer new moon, it's just saying that our timeline depends on us of being able to fully resonate, confirm our divine right that is coming to us. It's already here. It's already here. Not acting as if it's already here. So enjoy the blessings you've had. For you, Black Tourmaline group, I would really highly suggest you doing a gratitude book during the coming up to the new moon of Cancer, giving gratitude for all the emotions that are coming up, for all the lessons that Spirit is giving you, giving gratitude for the abundance you already have or the abundance that you will be creating for yourself, asking yourself your why. Like this is literally so important. Okay. So I'm, holy moly, cards are coming. As I mentioned, that abundance card. So you're literally getting so many good cards. Like I feel like right after this new moon, if you really listen to everything I'm sharing here, you're gonna get so much. Like you're gonna get that extra client. You're gonna get that money that you need. You're gonna end up finding whatever that like confirmation. I feel like you're getting news. Like you're getting some kind of news. As I said, that service. So maybe you are someone who is in the service industry, like maybe you serve, maybe you're like a mentor, maybe you're a waitress, maybe you're someone who gives like energy to other people. And again, this is just coming back to your why. So like understanding that we need to take this time of why we're doing all these things, but also servicing ourselves. So don't burn yourself out, chop out those old habits of the hustle culture. Hustle culture is not existent. Okay. Look up Slow Living on YouTube. Get inspired by that, because I actually want to do a few videos on it because it's been inspiring me as well. And try to incorporate some of that in your week, your moon week. Please, 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 because it's so important. Like you need to take time to appreciate the abundance that's coming your way. You need to take time to just be happy for it. You can't just be always hustling. Okay. Confusion. You're just confused right now a little bit too, because you're like, okay, Shika, why are you saying this? Like, I finally know what I want in my life. And you're telling me to slow down. Like, I'm not going to, like, no, like it's never going to leave. You just need to follow your space. And sometimes in confusion, sometimes during the signs of what we need to chop and like getting that unexpected news is what's going to help us in our life. The last two cards you guys had here, victim and wisdom. Okay. So don't be a victim of your emotions and your old habits of obsessing over the abundance of which you are already going to receive. Please allow this to be wisdom to allow you to adapt, right? Because as we start to create more abundance, as we start to attain more into our life, we need more energy to do so, right? And the best thing I really want to give you guys an idea of is like, you ever hear people where they go on like YouTube or like they're online and they just like, they're like a one-hit wonder, or they end up like getting famous overnight or whatever it is. And what happens with people like that when they go viral is it's so overwhelming, their mental health gets hit, right? So what I'm trying to say is like, you're so focused on the success of what you want to get that is actually going to burn you out. Like it's trading off your mental health. It's trading off your energy. And that's why your emotions are so heightened right now. That's why there's a little bit of anger when I was pulling out the starting of the cards, and you feel this sense of protection of energy. Remember, don't let all of your energy out to the world. Okay, don't allow yourself to be a victim of your emotions by obsessing over your work, obsessing over your successes. Your work does not define you. You are not your work. Okay, your work does not define you. You are not your work. No matter what you want to create in your life, this was a lesson that I had to learn. And during this Cancer new moon, this is the biggest things. You can't be victimized by the obsession of what you want to bring into abundance in your life and obsess with the glitz and the materialization and get confused as to how am I supposed to service myself, Shika? Because this is servicing myself. It's the life I want. Yeah, but you're burning out. Okay, you're gonna burn out. So Black Tourmaline group, please protect your energy here. Do some more service, doing some more self-care, slow living, and appreciation and gratitude for the abundance that you're bringing into your life because it's here. It's already here. Okay. Let's go into, I love Divinely Guided just said, I'm Virgo, perfectionist. Doesn't use her. Yeah. Yep. You gotta use your voice. You gotta use it. That's so important. Excuse me. Let's go into your cards for angels. Oh, okay. So we got 3 cards for you guys. We got the Trust the Niggling Feeling, Inner Temple. You're already doing it. Okay, so there's so much here, guys. I just want to share this. First thing, trust niggling feeling. So what is the niggling feeling that you're trying here, what it's trying to tell you? Like, what is your intuition telling you? You know, what is your why telling you? Because your intuition is telling you your why. And more specifically, what is your heart telling you here? Okay? Because what's happening is your younger self feels that they need to obsess over this abundance for a reason. And the reason why here, and I want you guys to listen clearly, Tourmaline group, for this Cancer new moon, is because either A, you saw your family or beings or like people around you struggle and you don't want that struggle, right? Or 2, you are proving outside of yourself from being this feeling of feeling judged and having to please other people. And that's why what we find with a lot of people who obsess over abundance. So that's why you felt called for the Black Tourmaline here, crystal, because it's a very grounding, protecting energy, right? So here it's just saying devotion to inner temple, the portal of the heart, listening to your heart of what this niggling feeling is, of how am I victimizing myself through my emotions and obsessing over this abundance in life that I want to create. You know, you're already doing it. Like I said, all the cards I gave you is positive. But what you need to go through moving forward is servicing yourself. If you're up leveling in all aspects of your life, but your self-service, your self-care is down here, it will eventually pull down. I'm telling you. I am telling you. I did a reading the other day, and I want to share this with you guys because it's alignment. Just to give you some examples, I find when I give examples, people just like, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. I did a reading and I did an energy healing with someone the other day. And I told them, I was like, I think you need to slow down and make a wellness plan because at this point, like your life, your abundance is growing, but your self-care is being depleted. And they obviously, you know, didn't really see that being a very important thing. And they ended up losing one of their jobs. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to say this out of fear. I'm just trying to tell you that like, when our self-care is here and we're up leveling in other parts of our life or anything in our life, but specifically self-care for you, and you think that you're doing the self-care and you're not servicing yourself the amount of times that you're servicing others, eventually your abundance and the motivation for abundance and that vision will reduce. And in doing that, then you find yourself depleted and wondering, like, why aren't things moving? They were doing so great. So I'm just telling you for the energy of up ahead, please add some really important self-care. You know, I now changed a bit of my spaces where I'm only being online a certain amount of time, you know, because I want to hold space for people for healing. Same with you guys. Like, how can you create new boundaries and trust in the niggling feeling of where you need to chop out some old habits and old just habits outside of yourself to please other people for your abundance? That's not a right and good intention. The intention should be for you first. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I want to do some affirmation cards for you. I'm just reading Melanie saying, wow, I need to hear this message. I missed which crystal selected, but the Black Tourmaline, I felt connected. but now I know it's for me. Amazing. I love that timing. I've had people who come on and they're just like popping in and it's the crystal that's meant for them. So crazy. So let's see what your affirmation is, Black Tourmaline. Okay, so you guys got a lot of affirmations. I feel like you guys need that. Okay, let's do it. Honesty, love, loneliness, acceptance. So much to share here. So much to speak about here. Okay, so first thing, honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So understanding that you can't expect, other people to get what you're doing and your vision and why you're working as hard as you are, but you need to be honest with yourself and be honest with yourself of where you're at. And sometimes our emotions or certain events need to happen to shake us out of that. And obviously I'm sharing this with you guys because I know that so many things are aligned for you. That being said, for you to continue to be aligned, you need to be honest with yourself throughout your progression of your life. Okay. So honesty is so key for you to be successful, to get that, keep on going, just keep being honest with yourself. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good of all things. So I see the good of the wisdom that Spirit's giving me. I see the good in this reading. I see the good in being able to trust in my heart and not only be so powerfully in my masculine and structure. I trust in my space of love to be loved and to be held in space and not always be a space holder. So I love, love, love this card because at the end of the day, everything, the money, the glitz, the clams, is really just asking yourself, what is a life of love for you? Like, this might be a great thing to script. Like, what is a loving, amazing, happy life for you? And just bring in that emotion during this new moon and set the intention of that and create that, like be in that energy. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So I want to share a little bit about this because this was something that was reminded by me with my mentor. And I think this will really align with you. There's a difference between being alone and being lonely, right? Because being alone can be good. I love being alone gardening and I love being by myself and not talking to anyone and just like being in that energy. But being lonely is where we feel that when we're with someone or we're in the group or just around in this energy, we feel lonely. We feel like people are not paying attention to us, not being in that space, or we allow ourselves to be lonely because we're avoiding something. So when we're in this space of like focusing so much on our masculine, building our business, building our career, doing all these masculine energetic things, sometimes if it's not balanced, we feel lonely. So again, allow yourself to call in community maybe around this time, do that self-care, like learn how to do self-care because I feel like Tourmaline group, maybe you don't know how to, and that's okay. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So there's always going to be things that we can't change, but there are things that we can improve. And we have to be honest with ourselves on what are the things that we need to improve in our life. What do we need to hold space for here? So I really want you guys to know that you cannot always change everything, but you can definitely be aware of it. You can definitely allow it to be practiced and to learn how to get better at it, right? Not everything is meant for perfection. And that's something too. When we're over in our masculine, we turn into perfectionists. That's not what life's about. It's about understanding where we are and how we're going to grow, how we're going to evolve, and the deeper conscious meaning of our life and what that looks like for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading by Tourmaline Group. Let me know that you've made it this far to the reading by putting let's put a dove emoji down below. And don't forget that we'll be doing a meditation here on the channel at 1 p.m. Eastern time on the 10th. So make sure you mark your calendar so you don't miss it. It's going to be a good one. Let's get into the next reading. I'm just reading you guys' comments here. Thank you. Convinced me to take a spa day on Friday. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Please do. I'm doing a spa this weekend because I need me some self-care before I do some deep healings next week. So I love that. I love it. I love that you feel like you're picking where you left off. That's amazing. I love it. I love it so, so much. Let's get into, guys, the next one for you. So our last one we have is Amazonite. Like I said, I haven't picked out this crystal in such a long time, and I felt called to. Just holding it just feels so good. So let's do some Amazonite. I'm going to clear a space for your reading. Let me know if anything's resonating for you guys who are watching live. Yeah. Okay. Sage you guys up a little bit. Perfect. Okay. So let's do your reading. Amazonite group. What you need to know about this Cancer new moon on July 10th. Let's do your reading. Wow. Wow, Amazonite group, you have some amazing cards. I'm really excited to get into your reading. Okay, so you guys got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And I just want to share this really straight with you before we get into your reading. This 5 number represents change. And I think this is what you need to lean into here during this Cancer new moon. So the first card we got is the 7 card, and it is to the sea. So flowing with your emotions. So during this time, you are meant to activate your sacral chakra to help you know exactly how you want to create your life. You guys are just like imagining things right now. Your sacral chakra is on fire during this time. You're feeling this excitement and like want to just do bigger things, to be part of community this time around. You feel this call to just find more aligned people that align with everything that you're doing in your life. You are just imagining everything that you want. So this could be simply like the work that you want, maybe where you want to be during harvest season of the rest of the year. So fall, how you want to end this 2021. This is a great time for you to manifest during this new moon, okay? So new moon here is just like manifesting that energy, manifesting that new essence, what you want to create. Happiness, choosing your happiness over anything here. So during this new moon, really listening to what actions make you happy, maybe connecting with your younger self and doing some really fun things that your younger self used to love, like drawing, or perhaps like dancing, or things that you loved as a kid that just brought you a smile, or maybe things that you wanted to do as a kid and it wasn't able to because there wasn't space held for you and holding that for you. So just completely being in happiness. And I love this card because the star is being held in this card. So it's just saying like the star of your dreams, like your dreams of what you want is coming into this new moon. The next card we got is the milk and honey. So this card is just really saying here that you are just fostering all of the abundance and stuff that you want. Again, how do you want to create that luck? Like Spirit's giving you so much luck in your emotions. You've been working really, really hard, Amazonite group. And I think during this time, it's just to remind you that we're not doing life for other people, rather for our own. And sometimes it's okay to have different perspectives compared to our partners, compared to like our loved ones. That is okay. But just know that any tests that are going on during this time is just to make sure that you are in alignment of your happiness and you are attracting the life that you want. higher power. So this is a great time to connect with your higher self. I would highly suggest doing a higher self meditation, maybe even writing a letter to your higher self or like your future self. This is a great time, and just keeping it in your book or in your little jar, and later on, maybe a year or two, going and reading it and just reminding yourself of that. Because right now, you are just like, this is a vibe. Like, this is a literal vibe. So much change is coming up, and you need to just direct where that change is going. I want to pull out some chakra cards for you, Amazon Night group, because you're getting some really good, strong cards, and I'm really excited for you here. Gratitude. Yes, I love it. So giving gratitude for all of the excitement, all of the things that you're going through here. This opening channel portal, it's almost like a portal is being opened for you, to empower, to embrace your higher self, to embrace your higher power here. And this is a great time to give gratitude to the ones you love, your relationships, just simply like sitting with a partner or a friend and family, just being like, I am so grateful for you. You just hold space for me in ways. You've been there for me since the get-go, through the hards, through the ups, through the downs, like putting out that space, because then you'll be able to foster that energy into your abundance, into your manifestations, obviously being genuine about it. But gratitude's definitely a space where you're going to be holding here. Let's see what other card we have for Amazonite. Miracles. Oh my God, you guys are getting such good cards. So Amazonite, during this Cancer new moon, you're going to get a lot of joy. You're going to get a lot of miracles happening, a lot of blessings happening for you. And you're just going to feel this utmost like unconditional love. So bring this joy and miracles into your life. Just ask your higher self what these are going to be and fall into that energy, and stop looking outside for the worst. Though that came in a little bit, like, when good things happen, try your best not to look at what's the wrong thing that can happen. Okay, everything is working as it should be. Like, you've worked hard for this. This is amazing. Like, I'm so excited. You're just finally living your free life for you, and you don't even give two issues about anyone else, Amazon Night group. You're just like, you're going for it. And it could be like the summer energy or what it is in the season, but I'm just feeling that you're just going for it. Is there any other cards for Amazon Night group? Chakra cards. Passion. Okay, so giving yourself some passion here. Passion for yourself. There's just like passion in your like your joy of life. So here's the thing. Let me just tell you what you got to do for your new moon, okay? Based on this reading, Amazonite group, I want you to script out, like, not even script, write a letter to yourself of what exactly you want in your life. What is a happy life for you? Okay, every little detail, reading it out. And then I want you to do a sacral chakra breath work. So you're going to do a fire breath, in through the mouth, out through the mouth, focusing on your sacral and solar plexus and bringing in this energy here and visualizing it. And for some of you guys, maybe visualizing isn't the best for manifestation, but speaking it out into existence. This is what works for me. If I speak something out, it happens. So speak it into your existence, and this is going to help you manifest deeper. This is a time to honor this portal, okay? New moon's all about setting intention for you of what your abundance looks like, what your life wants to be. Expansion. Oh my God, this card just flew out. So speak your expansion, speak your truth, speak of what you want in your life, speak your higher power. No one else is going to show you that but you. People always think, like, when we connect with our guides, yes, they're there for us, but your true energy, your essence, your energy of what you have is really what is the power to doing that. So, you know, give yourself that credit. You're like, this is so exciting for you. So hold space to do that. And I also want you to write a letter to yourself. Please, please, please. You're not going to forget that. Amazonite group, if there's any angel cards here, work your light. Okay. So we have some 2 cards from your guides. So the first card is devotion to your heart and take a break. So life is not a season, get off the treadmill. So this could be a reminder here for you guys, because I know some of you, there are positive ones, but this is just a reminder that don't obsess so much on what you want to manifest. I know sometimes we do a manifestation technique and we're like, oh my gosh, I need to get it. Like, I want this to happen in 2 days. I want it to happen in 2 weeks. Like, Stop working on the timeline. Time doesn't exist in manifestations. It's all on the basis of you. So just keep an eye out for taking a break and just living light in this energy of flowy energy, because again, that is where we're creating, is our sacral chakra. And here, your devotion of your heart portal is what is going to tell you what your happy life is. What is happiness and love to you? And if there is resistance here, this is an opportunity for you to clear out any resistance and pain in the heart. But I just feel like a lot of you guys are just like at a point where you're just ready. You're ready. If you needed confirmation of a yes, like this is a yes, like take that leap. This is your time. Okay. And whatever that leap is, let me know in the comment section what it is, because this is your time. This is your time. No one else's but yours. So I just like, this is probably the group out of all the groups, this group, Amazonite group, you're just like, you're on it. You're on a level. You're just ready. And I'm excited for you. So excited for you. So let me know what resonates with you down below. I'm going to do an affirmation for you guys, Amazonite groups. Let's see what affirmation we have. Okay, so let's see. Love these cards. Okay, I'm going to say the first card I pulled out for you guys. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. This is the energy. Y'all, like Amazonite, you guys just know what you want. So you know what you're here to do. Claim it. Claim that ish, because it's your time. It is literally your time, okay? Surrender. I can release my need to control, okay? It's already there. You've already claimed it. You've already written the letter. It's done. It is so. Surrender to it. Stop overthinking and looking for a problem when things are always good for you in your life, okay? Indecision. I use my intuitions in aspects of life, okay? So follow your intuition to find out where that is. Find gratitude in your life to hold space for that. Your intuition is important. This kind of connects with going with the sea. So going with the flow of your emotions during this time to understand where you need to be. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, okay? Choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I choose not to stress myself out. I choose to be happy. I choose to hold space for the blessings that the universe is giving me. Everything is choice, right? And you writing this down is a choice to act on it. It's not just that's it. It's like the expansion of writing it down and acting on it is next as well, but really focusing on the feeling, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. This was so great. Let me know down below what resonated with you. Don't forget to come back here on July 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern time for our live meditation for the new moon in Cancer. I do them every month for you guys. I really, really enjoyed this reading. It was so, so good. Like, so good. I'm going to pull out just like one collective card for you guys. And let's just do an affirmation for the end of the video, because that was so fun. I'm reading your messages here, resonating straight out of the gate. Yay, I love it. No worries, guys. Amazonite really resonating. I purchased Amazonite crystal a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh. So it's your crystal to work with right now. I wrote a letter to myself in the beginning of the year detailing my life and what I have read it out loud twice since then. Amazing. This might be a great time to revisit that. Charlotte, welcome to the family. That's amazing. No worries, Chrissy. Okay, so let's pull out a card for you guys for our group, and then let's enjoy the weekend after. So let's see, what card do we have? Okay, so we have 4 cards. I thought I only took 3. These are some strong cards. Okay, ready? I commit to practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is today's energy. I love this. So love is everything, and committing to seeing all perspectives in our life allows us to expand our ability to create new intentions. Perseverance, I know that I can do whatever I put my mind to it. We keep pushing and we keep working in the right direction, not hustling, but like working intentionally in the right direction. We can receive what we're meant to receive. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. For some of you guys in the never ending, just knowing that you need to release the past and come into the new energy here. The past can teach us things, but the more that we speak it into futuration, especially during this new moon, the more that it becomes that never ending story that we don't want to hold space for. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but different challenges. Jealousy can only cause us to have more block in ourselves. And jealousy is a great kind of intuitive thing that shows us how are we not aligned in our life? How are we not like happy in our life? And jealousy tends to be a place of where we don't feel fulfilled. So go into that space. I encourage you to. That's where the shadow can help us so much in deepening our relationship with ourselves. Okay. So I am so, so grateful. I need to make a faith and work in what aligns with my soul purpose. Amazing. The message of Amazon life. Yes, yes, that's exactly what you need to do. I love that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was so much fun hanging out with you guys. I will see you guys on July 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's during the day because I know everyone's in different time zones. It's a weekend, so I thought I would do it a little bit earlier. And yeah, it was just super great to chat with you guys and be with you guys and just hold space. It was so much fun. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, put notification bells, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bisous. Love you. Bye.